up and welcome back to my beauty space. If you're wondering why my face is naked, it's because in today's video I'm going to be unboxing with you my Boxycharm monthly subscription box. If you haven't heard of it by now, it's a monthly subscription box. You get 5 full-size makeup products for $21 a month. It's an amazing deal. So I'm going to unbox every single item with you and give you some information on it, what the price is. We'll sum it all up in the end, and as we go I am going to be trying on the products and do a full face with the box. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So when you open up the box, you do get this like protective padding, and then there's always a little insert card. On the front of the card it says the theme of the month. In the back it gives you a list of all the products with the prices and the description. So the first product I'm going to use is this guy right here. It's the It Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Eyebrow Pencil. It retails for $24. Developed with plastic surgeons, It Cosmetics' #1 best-selling award-winning eyebrow pencil is infused with brow-enhancing biotin, lecithin, saw palmetto, nettle, green tea, antioxidants, grapeseed, and vitamins A, B5, C, and E, plus proprietary brow power technology to give you your most beautiful, natural-looking brows, even if you have none at all. Plus, its universal transforming shade adjusts to all hair colors based on pressure. Its exclusive oval tip mimics the look of real hair, and it includes a built-in grooming spoolie brush for polished perfection. So let's go ahead and open this. It is the shade Universal Taupe. So when you open up the box, you do get the pencil. So this is the Brow Power Pencil. On one side is the actual pencil, and then you have a spoolie on the other side. So let's go ahead and apply this brow pencil. I'm gonna move my mirror closer. So it has a little bit of like an oval shape. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. So I'm gonna start by one of the ends, and I'm gonna see if I can line the bottom of my brows. I like to give it some structure, so I like to start by lining the bottom. Let's brush through them first. Off the bat, I like the spoolie. It pulls all the hairs in the right direction. Just gonna clip this in here for a second. So it's really smooth and really creamy. It's very easy to apply. And when you brush through it, it blends out really, really nicely, which I like because I like it to look the most natural. And then I'm just going through it and mimicking little hair-like strokes. All right, well that made a good brow. So I'm gonna do the other brow off of camera and I'll be right back. Brows. All right, now I'm gonna clean them up really fast. So I think that the brow pencil is really great. I'm definitely going to be using it more often. Don't get me wrong, my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil is my absolute holy grail, but this is really, really nice, and it was so easy. It's great for just a day that you have to do 5-minute makeup and run out of the house. So I really, really enjoyed it. And again, that Brow Power Pencil retails for $24. So the next thing I want to get into is eyes. This product right here is the Crown Pro Glam Metals palette. It retails for $25, and it says rock your look with the Crown Pro Glam Metals eyeshadow palette. These highly pigmented ultra blendable shadows make smoky eye looks a breeze. So this is the outer cover, and then you push it out and you've got the actual palette. I actually really love the packaging on this palette. I think it's really cute with the metallic. And then you've got a little guitar with the angel wings in the back. So you open up the palette and you get a little plastic insert. So looking at this palette, I'm really liking the colors in here. There's a mirror, and it's the same little guitar shape as the back of the palette with the angel wings. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these for you so that you can see each color, each finish. So this one is Punk. Then you've got Wild Thing. And then Black Metal. So that one's a matte black. Doesn't swatch very well, but we can see how it does on the eyes. Moving on to the second row, we have Rock On, Rebel, and then we have Heavy Metal. So for the last row, we've got Wicked. That one's more like a satiny shade. Then we have Glam Rock, and then we have Pop Rock. I'm excited to get into this palette and see how it does. First, I'm gonna prime my eyes. I'm gonna use a little bit of Tarte Shape Tape. Just put a little bit here. And then I'm gonna take this ELO Cosmetics concealer brush, just blend it out. Then I'm just going to take this like all over eyeshadow brush from BH Cosmetics. Take a little bit of translucent powder and kind of just fluff it all over. And I'm using the MAC and Patrick Star translucent setting powder. Patrick's powder. Alright, so the Glam Metals eyeshadow palette does not have a transition shade. So I'm just going to go in really quick to the Kathleen Lights and ColourPop Dream Street palette. And I'm going to take this shade right here, Shooting Star. And I'm just going to go ahead and fluff that all over the upper crease. I'm using circular motions out here on the corner. And then just windshield wiper motions to drag the color all the way into that inner corner. I know I'm kind of jumping around a little bit, but now I'm going to go into that ColourPop I Think I Love You palette. And I'm just going to take this brown shade right here, just lightly tap into the color and then tap off the excess, holding the brush at the end and just fluffing that color out just to darken up this crease. Now I'm going into the Glam Metals eyeshadow palette. I'm going to go into the shade Wicked. I'm going to take a little bit, tap off the excess. So I'm just doing small windshield wiper motions here to the end. Only taking it in about halfway and then just fluffing it out here to blend it. Now what I really want to do is I want to clean up that lid. So I'm taking a little bit of Shape Tape. This is the shade Light Sand, by the way. And I'm going to start carving out that lid. What I do to carve out my lid is look down into the mirror. And then we're just going to take it and blend it out at the end. So the first color I'm getting into is Glam Rock. And I'm going to begin by patting it on this outer corner because I want to use as many colors in this palette as I possibly can. For the second color, I'm now taking the shade Rock On. I ran out of Fix Plus, so I'm just going to take a little bit of setting spray and then just kind of pat it, lay it down right there in the center of the eye. So now for the final shade, I'm going to go into this silvery metallic shade. It's called Pop Rock. And I'm going to put that in the inner third. So now I'm going to take this Luxie 239 flat brush and I'm going to go into that black metal just a little bit. I'm going to tap off the excess. I'm going to try to pat it in that outer third. Alright, so the next thing in the box, this is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizing Primer. This alone retails for $38. And this luminizer primer delivers a natural radiant glow while blurring pores and imperfections for a beautifully illuminated, flawless complexion. I do have texture on my skin. I do get breakouts. I have oily skin, so I tend to stay away from these, but I'm going to go ahead and try it. I'm just going to take a little on my finger. I'm going to put that right in that T-zone. Put a little bit right here. I like it. It kind of just feels like a moisturizer. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the face for foundation. I'm using the new Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Foundation. I've really been liking this foundation. I've used it almost every time I've done my makeup. The last week or so, I'm using the Fenty Beauty sponge. Look at that coverage. And a little goes such a long way with this foundation. Alrighty, so let's move on to concealer. I'm going to use two different shades today of the Shape Tape. I'm taking light medium first, because I want light medium for the coverage. Taking my Morphe sponge, and I'm just going to blend that out. Have you guys seen my natural makeup look yet? I'll go ahead and link that below just in case you guys haven't. I'm just going to take a little bit of light sand right here just to brighten it up a little bit. So to set my under eyes, I'm taking a little bit of Patrick's powder on my beauty sponge, and I'm just going to go ahead and tap that in. So So the next item in the box is the Pure Cosmetics Bronze and Brighten Cheek Palette. This product retails for $34. An on-the-go highlight bronzer and blush palette with 3 skin perfecting powders to create an effortless and sun-kissed glow on every skin tone. Featuring Pure's fan favorites Afterglow and Mineral Glow, along with a new blush shade, Blushing Glow. Throw this thing in your bag and you're ready to go. So these are the swatches. I'm gonna go ahead and take this ELO Cosmetics brush and I'm gonna just dip into the bronzer. So it's applying nicely. I'm gonna bring it around the temple here. I probably put a little too much, but that's fine. So now I'm going to take this Morphe blush brush. I'm going to go ever so lightly into that blush. Tap off the excess with a really light hand. I'm going to put that on the apples. So I really like that blush. It's very peachy pink. I'm taking my JD Wadey 180 brush. I'm just taking a little bit of butter bronzer. Contour my nose. Okay, so let's dip into that highlight. Okay, so I've added some mascara, liner, and lashes. I'm going to move on now to the lower lash line. Taking this Morphe pencil brush, I'm going into that Dream Street palette again, just to get a transition color going here. I'm going into that I Think I Love You palette. Run that along the bottom as well. Now going into the Glam Metals palette, I'm going to go ahead and take the Wicked, and I'm just going to put that in the outer corner. So I want to try another one of the metallic shades. I'm going to go in with Rebel right here. Let's try a different brush. I switched to this Sephora shader brush. I'm going to take the highlight from this palette on this little teeny tiny pencil brush. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in the inner corners. I'm going to put a little bit of the Marc Jacobs highliner in the shade Earthquake in my waterline. I'm going to take this MAC lip pencil in Oh Honey. So now I'm going to take the Girlactik matte lip paint. And this is in the shade Posh. I really love this color. To top off the glow, I'm going to take the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. This is from last month's Boxycharm, I believe. Give it a good shake. Alrighty, so this is the final look. Let's backtrack and talk about a few things. The brow pencil was awesome. I'm definitely going to be using it again. It is very natural, very easy to use. And again, that retails for $24. Next item is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizing Primer. I didn't think I was going to like it because I do have oily skin, I break out, and I do have texture. So I thought it was going to emphasize it more. I thought it was going to make me greasy, but it really is just illuminating and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm definitely going to be using that again, and that retails for $38. By the way, I am going to be doing the math and then summing it all up at the end to let you know how much all the products in this box come out to altogether, and so you can see that it really is a great subscription box. So the first product was $24. The Pores No More was $38. The next item is the Glam Metals Eyeshadow Palette. I really enjoyed it. There were a couple of things that I didn't really like too much. The metallics were a little bit crumbly, but I was able to work with it and I was able to get a really beautiful gradient look. I tried to use as many colors as I possibly could. I used about 4 or 5, and I really think that the eye look came out pretty good. That palette retails for $25. So I'm gonna add it into my little calculator here. The next product is the Pure Cosmetics Bronze and Brighten Cheek Palette. I didn't think I was gonna like that either. I'm not used to shimmery bronzer and blush. I really lean more towards matte bronzer and blush just because I do have oily skin, so it tends to emphasize the texture, so I just stay far away from it. This palette is actually really nice. So that was a success. The last product is the Girlactik lip paint. I absolutely love it. It was a beautiful application. It went on very opaque. It wasn't streaky. It's creamy. It's velvety. It doesn't even feel like there's anything on your lips. That is what I look for in a liquid lip. So let's add up. The Bronze and Brighten cheek palette retails for $34, and then we're gonna add the lip paint for $23. So when you add the prices of all the products in the box, it comes out to $144. So ultimately, this subscription box is extremely worth it. I think it's a great deal. $21 a month for 5 full-size products. I think it's great. I'll leave the link for you below where you can subscribe to get this monthly box. So aside from that, I really hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. If you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. Comment down below. Give me some feedback on this video. Let me know what your thoughts were. Let me know if you're going to be subscribing to this box or if you are already. If you are already, if you've received it and you enjoyed it, let me know. Give me all the details. I'll see you on my next video. Mwah. Bye, guys.